God, mark my words, coming back to you. With another one, man. Today we're going to talk about staying solid in your relationship, man. Building that trust with your lady and staying on the right track as a man, okay? Because just like when you tell your kids not to do something, if you're somebody who is used to being with multiple women, bro, and somebody just tells you to stop, that's not enough advice. It doesn't work good enough. You have to have some tools in your toolbox to help you when times get tough, especially if that was your habit before. So we're just going to talk about a couple of those things today. Now, if you like the video, bro, hit the like and subscribe button for me. That just lets me know you like the content, you like what we're talking about on this platform, and that you like more videos like this, all right? Now, also, if you have comments, put them in the comment box. Share your stories, share your ideas, ask your questions. This dialogue goes a lot better, bro, when it's a circle of people having a conversation instead of just one guy talking all the time like me, all right? So make sure you put your comments in the comment box. Now, I'm hearing that a lot of you guys are in monogamous relationships and you're trying your best to be faithful, right? And it's hard for some of you guys because some of you guys have not been truly monogamous most of your adult life. And nobody ever wants to really, really give you a little bit of grace due to that, right? So they say, well, you've been a cheater, like you cheated on all your girlfriends before, you cheated on your 2 wives before, right? And so like you should want to stop. But if you were somebody who, I don't know, abused prescription drugs all your life, people would have to give you some concessions, bro, because you were addicted to prescription drugs. So you wouldn't be expected to operate just like someone who wasn't. So if you were the guy who cheated, in previous relationships, maybe nobody ever taught you, how to properly conduct yourself in a relationship. Nobody taught you how to be faithful, how to be trusting, just how to be a good man altogether, bro. You might, really struggle coming out of it. Even though you're ready to stop that, even though you're ready to not be that guy anymore, you could have issues because of it, right? Because you're used to what you're used to, bro. It's like breaking bad eating habits, breaking bad sleep habits, breaking bad financial habits, bro. It takes a minute, okay? So if you're that guy and you find yourself struggling, and a lot of times you're struggling in silence because a lot of times the cheater doesn't get caught nowhere near as much as he cheats. People think when a guy gets caught 10 times over the course of 10 years, that is how much he's been cheating. Well, if you're the cheater, you know that isn't how it goes, right? You get caught once, bro, you've seen that woman 100 times, you know what I mean? So it's hard to come out of that, man, because it is a habit, man. It is a lifestyle, and once you come up out of it, it's just tough to retrain your brain to operate differently. So I just want to give you a couple things you could do a little differently, bro, to help yourself. Now, first off, bro, the fact that you have decided to become this guy who's just going to honor whatever agreement he made with his partner, I commend you for that. I commend you for that, bro, because, a lot of people make agreements and they break them, right? So that's good that you're on this path. And it is rewarding, bro. One of the main things you have to understand about being a cheater, bro, is that you're lying all the time. When you lie all the time, your self-confidence goes down. Any man who lacks in self-confidence, at times, he's going to suffer, right? So you might have money, you might have status, you might have a nice body, you might do very well with women. But if you have to lie, if you have to live in secret, bro, it does mess with your self-confidence. So your self-confidence goes down. And because you're lying, because you're trying to avoid a consequence. That's normally why people sneak around or don't tell others what they're doing, is because they're scared of consequence. They're scared of what people will think about them. They're scared of what someone might say. They are scared of the possibility of somebody leaving them alone. So obviously you don't, you don't realize it at the time, but your self-confidence is going down. Also, bro, as a cheater, stress levels. Bro, you don't realize the stress you're under. It's like being at a job and you're making good money, but you're working a lot of hours perhaps. And then for some reason your position changes, or you get another job, or you get laid off. And now the stress is off you, and that's when you realize how much stress you were under. You're like, dang, I didn't even know I was under that much stress. Like, how was I doing this? How was I, dealing with all this stress? Well, bro, you become used to it. When you're cheating all the time, you're lying, you're sneaking, you're going to private places, you're making phone calls when nobody knows about it. You're just hiding a whole situation. Bro, it's stressful. You know how stressful it is trying to plan a surprise party? Think about that. When you plan a surprise party, you're talking to 40 people or 50 people or 100 people about coming to one party. The only person that you need to keep it a secret from is the birthday person. And it's stressful. So when you're cheating, bro, think about it. You're hiding that from everybody. Cheating on your wife, bro, you can't let your family know. You can't let your kids know. You can't let some of your neighbors know, your friends know. So it's very, very, very stressful. That's what it is, bro. It's very stressful. So just understand that as you're coming into this new phase of life, bro, there's a lot of stress that isn't going to be there. There's a lot of confidence that's going to build in you. You're going to feel 10 times better about yourself, bro, because you're not checking behind yourself. You're not deleting messages. You're not, making sure that you cover up inboxes on Facebook and whatnot and Twitter and IG. Bro, that stuff is stressful, okay? Also, you have a lot more time and space and energy to devote towards your mission, whatever that mission might be. Well, you could be volunteering at an animal shelter. But when you're not dealing with an extramarital affair or just something outside of your situation, you have a lot more mental bandwidth, bro, to concentrate on something that can help others, perhaps. Something that can help your family or your kids. So you end up freeing up a lot of space, man, and you're able to really concentrate on something that matters, bro. Something that can actually help other people. So, again, something that's huge. Something that makes you feel a lot better. So, bro, trying to operate in this new, let's just say, lifestyle, right? You're trying to operate in a new lifestyle. You have to do some things differently so that you can maintain this good feeling. So now your self-confidence is going up. You're not lying as much. You got more mental space for you to concentrate on other things that can help you. And bro, you don't have to sneak around so much. So you're just feeling 10 times better about yourself. You feel 10 times better about yourself, bro. So what do you do to keep from backsliding? So bro, number one, there are certain places that you frequent that allow you to get outside of your situation, right? There's certain bars, there's certain lounges, there's certain country clubs, there's certain people you hang out with at your kids' sporting events, bro. There's certain women that are at these places, and bro, you don't want to ignore people, but man, standing there talking to these women, right? You go to these tournaments out of town, and sometimes your partner's not with you, and you spend time with these women. You're talking, you're laughing, you guys are socializing, and bro, everybody knows that for the most part, that's what most people do. That's what people want to do. But bro, that has gotten you in trouble before, so you have to stay away from these places. Bro, you got to treat it like an alcoholic would, right? An alcoholic is not going to go to a bar, bro, if they're trying to quit drinking. They're not going to go to the liquor store if they're trying to quit drinking. You know that there are certain places that there are nice-looking single women, or that just the whole social aspect of the place is people socializing and men and women interacting. And if that's always been somewhere where you would meet people, you can't go there and expect you to stay focused on what you're trying to do. So you got to change your path, bro. You have to change your path, right? Also, there's certain guys that you hang out with that, bro, they like to be around women all the time. Now, let's be clear about something when it comes to that. There's nothing wrong with these guys liking to be around women. We were given male parts so that we could enjoy women, bro. That's just what it is. If you have a group of guys who like to be around women, there's nothing wrong with them liking to be around women. But there is something wrong with you continuing to go around them if you're trying not to be around women. Bro, you know every time you go around, bro, he's going to have you knee deep in a situation. That's how it goes, man. I don't know what else to tell you about that. A lot of times these guys take you to those places that we were talking about a minute ago. Usually when you hang out with them, you end up around women. Usually you end up around these women and you end up getting lucky. But it's funny that we call it lucky. It's actually not luck. Not luck, bro. If you go to the batting cage every day and then you play in a baseball game, you hit a home run, that's not luck. You were prepared. So you're preparing yourself to be around women and end up in sexual situations, bro. And I'm just letting you know, you have to keep yourself from these situations and from these people so that you can flourish, man. That's just what it is. Now, along with that, bro, social media. Brother, let me tell you something. Your algorithm is meant to entice you. Your algorithm is meant to give you things that keep you interested, keep you scrolling, right? So if you're always liking pictures of women who don't have a bunch of clothing on, who have certain figures and have certain body parts that, that arouse you, bro, if you're always liking, if you're always commenting, if you're always going on those people's pages, your algorithm will throw that down your timeline more and more and more. My advice to you is stop following some of these women. Hey, bro, listen. We all like to look at women. We could look at women all day, actually. Sports and women. I mean, that's all we need a lot of times, right? But if you are trying to keep yourself out of that mind state, you got to start unfollowing some of these women. Guess what, bro? Life moves on. If you don't follow those women, if you don't get to see what they're eating, if you don't get to see what they're wearing, if you don't get to see where they're going on vacation, your life is still going to go on, bro, and it's still going to be fruitful. You got to stop following these women because you're having conversation with them, bro. They're saying, oh, yeah, we're going out to such and such to hang out this weekend. You guys should come down. It's a whole thing, man. And if you don't hear about it, if you don't see it, out of sight, out of mind, bro. So you got to take control of that. Stop following some of these women. The new women that come across, people you may know, or the suggestions for who you should follow. Bro, a lot of the times you just follow them because they look good. You don't know them. A lot of times their content does nothing for you. You learn nothing by watching their page. Bro, stop following them. Because you could be having a great day, a great week, and have a scroll session. All of a sudden now you're thinking about these certain women, or God forbid these women post, oh, gonna be at the beach today, Pier 182, pull up. Next thing you know, here you go. And you call the guys that you know normally, or your wingmen. Come on, bro, come on. And I understand it, man. I understand it. But, bro, you're just setting yourself up to fail. Those are just a couple of the things, bro, to keep yourself away from the bait. Keep yourself away from what you were doing before that you're trying to stop doing. But, bro, you have to understand, think about this. If your social media feed changes and it's just things outside of beautiful women, just outside of beautiful women, man. If you don't go to the places that you would see beautiful women and interact with them on a weekly basis, right? And if you don't hang around the guys who are always putting you in the situations that would have you around pretty women and women that will entice you to go back on what you promised not to do, bro, you got a way better chance of living a much more fruitful life. Because again, bro, we're trying to keep from cheating and keep our self-confidence up, right? We're trying to trust ourselves and be in a very, very, very loving monogamous relationship, because that's what we signed up to do. So, bro, to do that and to move forward, man, and to cut out your old ways, we gotta take control of the things we can take control of. It is not easy, bro. And I'm not the dude that's gonna sit here and tell you you're a creep and you're a dog for cheating before. Most men have cheated. Most men have cheated, bro. It is what it is at some point, right? So no one of us is better than the other, but we are better if we at least identify, bro, and we're trying to live a better life. We're trying to live a more fruitful life, bro. We're trying to live a life of low stress, high self-confidence. We're trying to be in loving relationships that are healthy, man. We're trying to, focus on our mission. We don't have time for the outside interferences, bro, and that's what cheating does. It interferes, right? So if you are that guy, if you are that guy who cannot stop cheating, who has cheated on in every relationship he's been in, and it just seems like you can't get it together, right? You might need some one-on-one attention. If that is the case, go down in the description, bro. Book a call with me. Now, once we get on this call, it might be the right fit for us to establish a relationship, right? Where we meet once a week, once a month, every 2 weeks, just to talk over some plans and come up with some strategies and follow through with them so that you can stay out of that zone, because it is a zone, bro. You know what I mean? Now, you might need a therapist, bro. You might need a family counselor. You might need a different type of help. If that is the case, I can help connect you with somebody online or somebody in your area that you can build a relationship with, bro, so that you can stay out of this zone. Because once again, we are trying to become the better version of ourselves, the best version of ourselves. You are not the best version of yourself if you're going behind your spouse. And it might be, bro, that you lost interest in your spouse, that you are no longer interested in that marriage. And it might be time to get out. But, bro, living a life of lying and cheating and going, that is not a good life. And we're trying to stay out of that. So if you like the information I shared, bro, if you like all the things that we talked about today, just do me a favor and share the episode with somebody, man. You never know what a dude is struggling with. And you never know what can come his way. So the information that you might share, the things that he might get from this video, man, could be invaluable to him. So do that, bro. It takes you 5 seconds. All right? So it is your guy, Mark My Words, coming back to you once again with another one, man. All right? So see me on the next one. We're going to talk about more things that can enhance you as a man, because we're just trying to get better every day, baby. All right? It is your boy, Mark My Words.